Hi, it's your girl Intuitively D, and I am back with a new transit video. Venus moving into Leo. It is happening on June 5th, and so it will be transiting transiting Leo for about 4 months because there's going to be a Venus retrograde in there. And so the transit starts June 5th, which is Monday, and it goes all the way into October 8th, 2023. And I think this is just going to be some well-needed fun time for all of us, well-needed self-care, self-love, making ourselves a priority. I live in the pathway of an airport, and oh my God, this drives me crazy. If I don't keep the windows open, then I get super hot very easily. And now that I have all this hair on my head, I'm going to get even hotter faster. So I try to keep the windows open, or I can turn on the AC. But the way these energy prices are looking, like, no. Anyway, sorry to rant. Here's the thing. So I think this is just going to be a very fun time for us. Get out there. It's during the summer, which is, it's going to happen during starting right now in Gemini season, but it's going to carry us through actual Leo season. So I just think it's a time for us to have such a good time with our friends, family, be flirty, just be open to new positive experiences in your life, really start taking care of yourself. And yeah, let me give you some dates. Actually, let me give you some themes. So you know me, if you've watched my videos before, you know I look up and down because I have notes, because if I don't have notes, I will go off on tangents like I just did before about noise. So themes, to me, intuitively, I'm getting that it's about big love, it's about open heart, it's about attraction, good time, sexiness, romance, and exuberance. This is the one time, it's not the one time, but this is a great time to embody all these positive Leo attributes and all these Venus characteristics also. So it's just an opportune time to be warm with your heart, be open with your heart, and have like such a good time out there. Leos, you know, people give them such a hard time, Leo suns. I'm a Leo rising, so I think I have a lot of similar traits. I just got my hair done for the summer, so like a very Leo thing to do. And it's big and it's lighter, and so it's very Leo-esque. But people give Leos a hard time because they think they're very self-absorbed and very selfish and arrogant. And that can be a part of anyone, but definitely a part of Leo. But what Leos do is they lead with their heart all the time. They are some of the best lovers and carers of children and just friends. And so let's embody that this summer. We need it. So yeah, here are some noteworthy dates. Like I said, June 5th, Venus moves into Leo, but it immediately opposes Pluto in Aquarius, giving this opposition, this conflict, not really conflict, but it's more internal than it's outwardly, of wanting to be your most best self, showing up for yourself, caring for yourself. And then how does that affect the people around me? How does that affect the collective? And really balancing that out. June 11th, Venus in Leo is going to square Jupiter in Taurus. And this is going to be like physical things that happen. So it's about, once again, self. And then Jupiter and Taurus about the expansion of like resources and stability and finances. So how am I making sure that the money I make is stable? The resources I have are nourishing me? Do I have my resources together? And am I going to be able to have a really good time with it, right? June 17th, by this time, Mercury will be in Gemini, and it's going to sextile Venus and Leo. And that is just like, you know, doing like this to fire, but like not blowing it out, but making it bigger. So really that communication on how you want to love, how you want to be loved, how you want to be out there, how you want to do the things. Mercury and Gemini is going to make that shit happen, okay? July 2nd, Venus and Leo is going to square Uranus and Taurus. And this is where like maybe The people, like relationships you're in or financial situations that you're in that have been rocky already, there it can come to a head and you just be like, you know what, this is not working, we got to change some things. Very Tower-esque moment. If you have not been putting a plan into place for change, this is like a moment that will be like, yeah, I really don't want to fuck with this person, or this bank is stealing all my money, or this job, like something about like you coming to terms with like, this is not going to benefit me in the long run. And then a little more in the future, July 22nd to September 3rd is when Venus is going to go retrograde in Leo. And then it goes direct September 13, and it does this final little stint in Leo all the way up until October 8th. So if you want to know how this might look for you and a tarot card pull, please continue to watch. And if you like my style, I am really out here for the newbies, the beginners that are just starting to dabble in astrology and just want some kind of meat and potatoes. I'm also a meat and potatoes kind of girl. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to tell you he's going to come back. I'm not going to tell you to go back to them. I'm going to be like, leave that fool. Like, stop fucking around. Like, get your whole shit together. If you like that style, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and comment, like it, do all those things, let people know about it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next videos. Hi Pisces rising, it's your girl Intuitively D, and I am here with your Venus and Leo transit video. And I'm going to start with Pisces. I never start with y'all, and I usually say something like snarky about Pisces, but I will not, because my hairdresser who hooked my whole vibe up for Leo, summer Leo season things, is a Pisces, and she was like, how come we're always last? And I'm like, girl, because you're last in the zodiac. But I'm gonna start with y'all first. So this is, Leo is transiting your 6th house for about 4 months, from June 5th to October 8th. And this is the house of your daily schedule, your health, your wellness routines, and maybe your pets, anything that deals with that area of your life. And I'm just going to say, Leo, this Venus and Leo can bring in pleasure and harmony, especially to your work life that might have been wonky lately. Like, there's some wonkiness in your work life, but this can bring some pleasure, some harmony, some conversations about like balancing things out, and also your daily routine. So if your schedule has been all over the place and you just can't figure out how to get in that workout, how to eat right, Venus is going to come in and be like, hey, this is what we can do. Let's take some time. Let's do it like this. You'll find there's the possibility of finding joy in everyday activities. You're going to experience positive changes. Yeah, just very positive changes in your daily schedule and the workplace. I would just say, make sure you don't overindulge in eating or drinking, because there can be some of that with Venus there, because Venus likes to have a good time with the drink and the food, okay? Let's pull a card for you, and Lord have mercy. 9 of Wands. So maybe there has been some issues going on at work, 9 months, 9 weeks, 9 years, and maybe more so with your health routine. Maybe for like the last 9 months, 9 weeks, 9 days, you've been trying to figure out how to let go of things that are not serving you, not helping you get your health together, get your diet together, get your workout together. And you've been putting in the work, you've been putting it in your schedule book, and things have just been going astray. So the 9 of Wands is like, and I love it because it's Wands, which is fire. It means you've been doing the work, and now you're about to step forward into it. Like, okay, yes, I've made these plans. I'm really going to take time out for myself and really work my routine. So the 9 of Wands, says, yes, you can get that together. I hope this has been beneficial for you. Let me know. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Hi, Aquarius Rising. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and I'm here with your Venus in Leo transit video. It is going to happen between the June 5th and October 8th, and this is happening in your 7th house of marriage, partnerships, business partnerships, but like relationships by contract, but definitely marriage. And Venus moving into Leo in your 7th house is all about your partnerships and your one-to-one relationships. It's really about them becoming more harmonious, more harmonious. Okay, girl, harmonious, more peaceful, more enjoyable, more satisfied. You will definitely desire, if you and your significant other have been like not on the same page and just kind of like, meh, especially Mars and Leo right now in your 7th house, maybe there has been some like fisticuffs going on, and there's just a lot, especially with fixed risings, which you are. There's a sense of like, put up or shut up. Like, you're driving me bonkers, I'm driving you bonkers. You have the same argument, the same thing over and over again. I'm sick of it. What can we do to compromise or be on the same page so we can move forward in this relationship? This could also be for a business partnership. You might be having the same shit going on, okay? But you do want it to work out, I feel like, and let Venus and Leo come in and like smooth things over. Be more affectionate with your partner. Let them know Venus is like, you know, the god of pleasure. Like, she wants it. She loves the love. She loves the drink. She loves the self-care. She loves the massages. So definitely be open to that with your partner. Have that conversation about that. Yeah, I just mentioned, you know, I read from notes, because if I don't read from notes, I'm just going to like blurb. You definitely want affections and interest to be known to your significant other. So if you've been playing this passive aggressive bullshit game that I know Aquariuses can do, please don't. Maybe go get a massage together. Okay, let's pull a card for you. Let's pull a card. Not really passive aggressive, just passive. I don't know if you guys are really that aggressive. Taurus is passive aggressive, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So the Two of Pentacles in reverse lets me know that maybe for the last couple of months, honestly, that Mars into Leo, last couple of weeks, last couple of months, you've been juggling so much. Maybe you haven't had time. Juggling a lot, maybe juggling career, you know, you have a lot going on in your 1st house, Pluto's there. You have a lot going on in your 4th house. You have a lot going on in your 10th house. And maybe things have just been hard to balance, hard to juggle. If this was in the upright, it'd be like, yeah, it's hard. You're trying to juggle it. This means there can be an end to that juggling. At least for me, that's what I'm getting. There can be an end to this juggling. There can be an end to this power play in your relationship. And so definitely have the conversation. Definitely go out and do something together, because you don't want to continue to have this power play, especially since Pluto in Aquarius is going to go retrograde back in Capricorn in your 12th house. So it's about like, okay, let's like figure out what we need, what I need in this relationship, and how my partner can support that, and how I can support my partner so we can move forward. All right. I hope this is helpful. Hi, Capricorn Risings. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and I'm here with your Venus in Leo transit video. This is happening in your 8th house, that house of intimacy, endings, death, rebirth, transformation, inheritances. So Venus coming into the 8th with a little Leo spin is a bunch of fun sexually. Like, let me keep it 100 and very, very honest, that this is a very good time if you're partnered up, booed up, that your sexual desires are going to be strong. Like, you are just want to make out, do all those kind of things, and, you know, be safe. Be safe, okay? This also could be a good time where your shared finances, if you're in a partnership and y'all share finances, or you're applying for a grant or a loan, that shit can pop off. Like, you can actually, like, things can happen, things can be manifested where the money comes in, the finances are there for you. You might receive some unexpected money, like through an inheritance or through your partner getting a bonus, and now y'all can take this trip and have a good time on some balconies around the world. But you really want a deeper emotional experience with your loved ones, a desire for greater trust and vulnerability. And I love that for you. I hope you have a really good time. Let's pull a card for you. The Four of Cups. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy with the love. You know, I think sometimes Capricorn risings, I'm a Capricorn sun, and sometimes I think Capricorn risings can be very methodical and very logical with their love, and sometimes very transactional with it. And speaking from research and experience, this is a time to not be stingy with the compliments, not be stingy with the kisses, not be stingy with the showing of affection and the showing of vulnerability. Do not, right? Like, we look at the Four of Cups, which this is the Four of Cups in the upright, which means you're like, oh God, you know, you're not necessarily, I said stingy, but this, yeah, because I'm just going to go with stingy. Four of Pentacles is stingy, but this is love stingy. Like, you feel like they're just not doing enough for you. You're not getting enough. And maybe you haven't been that open to it. You crying over spilled milk. Maybe y'all need to have a conversation about something, right? Like, there is a cup being offered. I know 3 have fallen. So maybe you're like, but you did this and this and this and this. And they're like, I know. I'm sorry. Here's what I can offer you now. And you know what? You can accept it or not, but don't be sitting there with your partner looking like that, because no one wants a partner like that, honestly. I hope this was helpful. Hi, Sag Risings. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and I'm here with your Venus in Leo transit video. This is happening in the 9th house. Chef's kiss to where this transit can happen in people's chart. I think Sag Risings, you have one of the best places that Venus can be doing her little visit to. And this transit is going to really activate your thirst for adventure, for knowledge, for spirituality, for dabbling. I hate the word dabbling. I'm going to take it back. For knowledge about other cultures. So this might be you saying like, hey, I'm really into Greek culture, Japanese culture, Taiwanese culture. I want to plan a trip there, right? Like, it's that kind of transit for you. You are going to, hopefully, you feel called to explore new horizons, expand your understanding of this world. This could be dabbling in new faith things, new spirituality things. This can be getting the money to travel foreign and abroad. This is a great place to do it. Yeah, and I just think you're going to be drawn to engage with people from other cultures. It's just going to be like, yeah, I find you're a vibe and I like it. And maybe you'll find a mate that is of another country than yours. So that's also super fun. And did I say country? Culture is what I meant. Maybe you find a partner that is, y'all have very different cultures, but something just clicks and it is there. Have a good time. There's not much to say about this transit because it's so sweet. So get out there, have a good time, explore, be adventurous, take very smart risk, and eat, drink, and be merry around the world. All right, let's pull a card for you. 7 of Swords. You know, this is not necessarily somebody is deceiving you. For me, intuitively, I get that you've been deceiving yourself, that you have been saying to yourself, like, I'm not good enough. I don't have enough to take the course, to take the class, to go overseas. You've been lying to yourself. Stop it. You do. You know, there's a time and a place for everything. And I'm not one of these people that's like, just book that trip. Like, I get it. We're in like some crazy economical situations right now. But it's always baby steps, right? It's always baby steps. So set a plan into motion. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to learn? And do it. I think this Seven of Swords is about communicating these false narratives to yourself. I don't think this is about anyone coming in and being like, I lied to you about this trip or I lied to you about that. No, it's you lying to yourself about how you think you can't do it. Okay, so let's tell ourselves something else. I hope this has been helpful. Hi, Scorpio risings, my favoriteest zodiac sign that shows me so much love and support. Hey, it's your girl, Intuitively D, and this is your Venus and Leo transit video. This is happening in the 10th house. Yummy. Just got finished doing Sagittarius's video, and I said they have a very yummy transit spots in their 9th house, but you're having it in your 10th house. And I think this is like fantastic for your career, your public image, and maybe even for your love life, because the 10th house is also the house of change of status, right? So it's like you're going from single to a committed relationship. You're going from committed relationship to maybe engaged or a more committed relationship. So I think this is very sweet and fun. So this time around, it's going to bring focus and harmony to your career and your public image. You'll experience a greater appreciation and recognition, talents, and accomplishments for work. I think it's a great time to charm the higher ups, whoever that looks like to you, your supervisor, your clients, whatever that looks like for you. It's really time to just put yourself out there because you are going to be magnetic. And maybe you announce an engagement or you make it official with someone. And that's also super sweet. Conversely, if you're in a relationship, you're a fixed rising. So some things might have come to a head career-wise, relationship-wise, and you don't want to fuck with any of those people. Venus is like, don't. This is about you. Venus says, you are the priority. You are the one. So if this change of status is going from couple to single, it's great for you. And I love that for you. If this is going from quitting one job to pursue your passions and you are going to be stable financially, I love that for you. Okay. So it can go both ways. Just because things are ending don't mean they're not. Just because things are ending does not mean it's the ending. Endings are beginnings. It's perspective, guys. And this is coming from somebody that has had to end and start fresh and anew many times in her life. All right, let's pull a card for you. Yeah. So if we have the Six of Swords, maybe it's the latter. Maybe you are moving away from things that are just not great for you. And you might have to... it might be public, right? Like your relationship, you're like, you know what? You guys were getting a divorce, or we broke up, and people are like, oh, that's so sad. And you're like, no, it's absolutely not sad. I am going to be happier. I'm going to be more resourceful, more independent. I have this whole plan. So sometimes we do have to, and Venus can soften that blow and give you that perspective of like moving away from things is not always bad, necessary and positive. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. Hi, Libra Risings. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and this is your Venus and Leo transit video. This is happening in your 11th house. Nice. I like it. This is happening in the house of friendships, social networking, your hopes and dreams, maybe also like dealing with social media. And so during this transit, your social life and friendships become more joyful. You are going to want to get out there, go to parties, have dinners with them, just have a good time with your friends, socialize, drink with them, eat with them, go like do girl trips or something like that. I'm saying girl trips, but this could be for guys too, like a guy trip, you know, or a people trip, like whatever. And so you are just really going to want to strengthen the ties within your community, especially your friendships and networks. If you have been like the Sagittarius full moon, like there's just been a lot going on, right? So like if you have not been feeling aligned to your friendships and social networking outlets, Venus and Leo moving through the 11th house can definitely help you come into contact, present opportunities for people that are more aligned with where you're at in life right now, okay? Maybe you, since this is in the 11th house of friendships, maybe you and one of your friends go from friends to lovers. You know, I always say be careful with that because, like, sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not great at all. So just be mindful if you're doing that friends to lover thing, that like it could be the end of the friendship if the romance doesn't pan out. But if it all works out, then like, yay. But have fun. You're Libra rising. You're ruled by Venus. This Venus is moving into the 11th house. So have a good time. Be your most flirty self. And yeah. Let's pull a card for you. Let's just do the first one because I felt it. Yeah, girl, okay. You might have been blind to, this is the 8 of Swords. You might have been blind to friendships that have just not been it. Not been it. And you're like, no, let me just keep trying. No. And we've been friends for 8 years. We've been friends for like a long time. We've been like, we kind of communicate okay, but it's not feeding your soul. The 8 of Swords to me tells me like, you know. So use this opportunity to either communicate with that friendship group that like there's some things that have been off, and or be open to new friendships, new alignments of networks, and just stop being blind to it, right? Because this is like you're blind to it, but like, and you're bound, but like you're not bound and you're not blind to it. You're not bound to the friendship groups. You're not bound to your networking circle. You're not bound to those things. You can leave them at any given moment in time. So choose yourself. Venus and Leo, choose yourself. You're welcome. I hope this helped. Hi, Virgo rising. It's your girl, Intuitively D. I'm here with your Venus in Leo transit video. And this is happening in your 12th house. Eeks. Not bad. Not one of the greatest spots this transit can be happening. But, you know, you can make lemonade out of lemons. You're Virgo. You know how to do that. So here we go. Venus in Leo is going to activate, of course, your subconscious, the spiritual realm, your dream life. And you really, I'm saying this to a Virgo as if like you need my permission and as if your tarot card is not the Hermit card. But Venus in Leo in the 12th is really going to be like, you are going to find peace sticking to yourself, right? So in solitude, pleasures in solitude and introspection. So really doing self-reflection during this time about your life and where you are at this moment. I would just say, please don't be too hard on yourself when you are taking up solace and introspection, okay? This transit is going to encourage you to explore self-love. So like really if things start coming up, in the 12th house, I would definitely practice some whatever self-love practice you have, whether that be getting a massage, going to a Reiki healer, seeing an astrologer to help you decipher what's going on. It's going to connect you with your inner desires and intuition. I would say that your intuition is just going to be off the chain. So definitely listen to it. And I think Venus is going to be able to give you the energy, the va-va-va-voom that you need to really heal from things that you desperately need to heal from. Let me take that back. Let me say it again. Venus is going to, with this intuition, with this vibe of pleasure, self-pleasure, and introspection, Venus is going to be able to allow you to heal from things that you don't speak of. And isn't that wonderful? You might even be inclined, because Venus in the 12th house, secrets, you might be inclined to have a secret love affair. Have a good time and be safe. I love that for you. I love Virgos, so I raised one. Many of my great friends are Virgos, and I just want nothing but the best for them. Let's pull a card for you. The Hangman in the upright. So funny because your transit says like you want to be inside and quiet to yourself. And this is saying like, while you might have been in limbo, figuring out how to heal from things that you don't speak of, or should I go ahead with this secret love affair? This Hangman in the reverse is like, yeah, girl, do it. Yeah, guy, do it. Yeah, you can heal from it. Yeah, pick that modality and go with it. Yeah, they seem like a good time. Maybe not for a long time, but definitely a good time. Go ahead and have a good time with it, okay? So this is more of you making a choice and moving forward in that choice, whatever that looks like for you. I hope this has been helpful. Hi, Leo and Leo risings. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and I am here for your Venus in Leo transit video. And you know what? As a Leo rising, thank God, honestly. Just like, we just need this so bad. So here we go. Venus is moving into Leo, your first house. I'm just going to keep doing that because I love it. As you can see, new hair from this Leo rising. Looks like a lion's mane, and I love it for myself. And I'm going to love it for you if you do something like this too. So literally, when Venus moves into the first house, it makes you magnetic. You want to look good. You want to feel good. And that means hair done, maybe new makeup routine, maybe new outfits. Whatever it is to make you feel like you are the best. This is what you need to do, okay? So I love this for us. It's going to enhance your personal charm, your attractiveness, your self-expression. So Mars has been hanging out, right? Excuse me, in our first house, maybe making you do some things, maybe be a little aggressive on how you want to come across. This might soften it a little bit, but it's not going to take away from how you want to show up authentically to everybody, okay? So this is really about like, here I am. This is the way I am. Accept it or not. You really don't care at this point. So you're really going to radiate confidence, magnetism, attract positive attention. And I'm going to say a positive attention because I want to be an optimist, but we all know that somebody is going to try to like dim your light because you are looking bright as hell. Don't let them do that. Don't. Okay? Misery loves company, and we ain't going to be miserable this summer. So my suggestion, for what it's worth, flirt, attract, new hair, go out and be seen, have a love affair. All eyes are going to be on you. Please don't hurt anybody during the summer. Like, you know, if you're going to be flirty and if you're going to have some love affairs, at least be honest, be very truthful in all of that, right? Don't hurt any feelings because we don't like that karma. I mean, not hurting feelings. Don't do people dirty because we don't want that karma. All right, let's pull a card. But Leo rising, Leo suns. Having Venus right next to your sun too is just chef's kiss also. So have a very good time. Let's pull a card. Come on, card. Eight of Wands in reverse. It's a wand card, so of course it's fire energy, but it's in the reverse. So communication could be delayed a bit about, like, this is like the most randomest thing, but like, if it resonates, cool. If it don't, it don't. If you order like makeup, if you order new hair and it's just like, cause you want to go out and show out and be out and you're like, it's like, oh, it's on back order or it's out of stock. And you're just like, I'm ready to look like I've been wanting to look for a long time. So, I mean, it could be like just communication is delayed with like clothing, something for your look. It could also be like, maybe it could also have something to do with how people are communicating to you. Maybe the communication is off because they not feeling your vibe right now. And that's their problem, not yours. I'm just going to say that. Okay. So maybe slow communication, but honestly, especially, I want to say maybe 8 weeks from now, Eight of Wands, when Venus goes retrograde in Venus. When Venus goes retrograde in Leo, this might be the slowdown of like the flirtiness, the slowdown of like the products you've been ordering to show up and show out. And that's okay. You know, just because it's slow doesn't mean it's not going to come. All right. I hope this is helpful. Hi, Cancer Risings. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and I'm here with your Venus in Leo transit video. This is happening. Sorry, I was eating Mike and Ike's because I've just been doing lots of videos and I'm tired. All right. This is happening in your second house, the second house of like earned income, financial stability, and self-esteem, self-worth. Those things live in the second house, okay? Venus in Leo is going to bring focus to your finances and personal values, like your self-worth, okay? You're going to feel a strong desire to buy things that make you feel good. So hopefully, you know, you don't overindulge and buy things that are out of your range just to make you feel great, because you're great already. But you are going to want to do things so you have like fun, right? And have pleasure, Venus. So just make sure you've budgeted for that, or make sure if you go over budget, you're okay with that because you can make it up somehow, some way. But definitely let this Venus and Leo transit remind you that you are your first priority. Financial stability is important. Your self-worth, that you are worth it all, that you are worth your desires, that you're worth the fun that you're having, that you are worth it, that you're worth the money that you've worked hard for and spending it on yourself. You can also seek like material security. So maybe a partner comes into play. Maybe you're already partnered and they're like, hey, I'm going to set you up for a little bit. I'll pay your rent this month. I'll pay your mortgage this month. I'll pay your car note this month. And then so you can do whatever you want with your own money. That would be so amazing. That would be, speak that into existence, honestly, right? Just make sure that you're not overspending, but this is a fantastic time to indulge in self-care. Let's pull a card for you. You say it. It's so funny because I just got this card for Leo, but in the reverse. It's the Eight of Wands, fire sign, so yes. So here's the thing. Communication can be coming in with maybe you got a raise at work. Venus is like, hey, you've been working hard. You deserve a 30% raise. Or, hey, your boo thing does come in and say, yeah, well, let's go on this vacation because you're worth it, babe. Like some great communication can possibly be coming in during this transit. Have a good time. Treat yourself would be like the theme for Venus and Leo in the second house, honestly. So have a good time. I hope this was helpful. Hi, Gemini risings, Gemini suns, maybe Gemini moons even. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and I'm here with your Venus and Leo transit video. This is happening in your third house, that house of communication, short distance trips, and dealing with your siblings. So with Venus moving into the third house for about 4 months, your social interactions with siblings, with your community, your neighbors even maybe, because third house is also neighbors, becomes more enjoyable and just more pleasurable and like a little more harmonious, which is really nice if you've been having it out with your neighbor. You'll express yourself with confidence and charm. So people are really going to be able to hear you and not, what the hell is the word I'm looking for? Less miscommunications, more like sweeter communications where people are like, oh yeah, I do, okay. Just a little softer communication, which is quite sweet. What else was I gonna say? I would say if you are thinking about a short distance trip, go ahead and take that trip. Maybe you want to go with your siblings and hash some things out or just have a good time with them. So short distance trips would be fun. Having fun with your siblings would be great also. Let's pull a card for you, Gemini risings. Oh, I like this one. Oh, to be a Gemini rising and to receive the Ace of Swords, which is communication, with Mercury moving into Gemini, I think June 17th, means that like the communication for new beginnings, whether it be you're communicating with your sibling and like, or your siblings, and there's like new starts to that relationship, or just newness, maybe offers to go on trips with people. Maybe you don't have to plan it. Somebody else is communicating to you like, hey, we want you to go. Come with us. We're going here, there, and everywhere. And maybe then you meet somebody and have a good time with that one person. You know, I'm a fan of meeting people wherever I go. So don't let like location be a hindrance. I will always say that. But this is really great, especially with Mercury moving into your first house, Venus in your third house. You're going to be able to communicate how you want things to be done. And hopefully people are communicating to you new offers. So you are feeling like, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that seems great. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So just newness. Like, yeah, just be open to newness, new ways of communication, new offers of communication. And that could be like, maybe you have a book deal out there and you've been like, should I not? Yeah, you should. Okay. Yeah, you should. Okay. Do it. I hope this has been helpful. Hi, Taurus risings, Taurus suns, and maybe even Taurus moons. Maybe this will resonate with you. It's your girl, Intuitively D, and I'm here with your Venus and Leo transit video, and this is happening in your fourth house. Oh, Taurus rising, like every other fixed sign, we have been through it. Y'all have been through it. So, things are just forever changing, and as a fixed sign, we don't like change at all. But you know what? This is good for us. So with Venus and Leo transiting your fourth house, it's going to enhance your home and family. So you are really going to want to either make your home look very inviting, very fun, very comfy for you. Maybe you want to host some parties in your home. So you redecorating or moving things around. So it's like a good time for everyone. This could also be like you want to have a good time with your family members, maybe the mother, because the fourth house is the mother. So maybe you and your mom are going to have a good time, go out to a party, go to a concert, go out to dinner, have a conversation that just brings some fun and some harmonious aspects back to that relationship. Let's see. You will feel a deeper sense of love for home and for family, honestly, during this time. I really want to gather and have a good time with those people. Go ahead and make some memories with your fam bam, right? Like, go ahead and do those things with your family. Let's pull a card for you. Let's pull a card for you. Let's do the end. Let's see. 3 of Wands in reverse. Wands are fire energy. Maybe you, and it's in the reverse, maybe you don't know where you want to live. Maybe you are not so sure, so comfortable where you live. Maybe you are struggling with having conversations with your family because you're just not sure of the path you want to go on. Maybe this path is very different from what your family thought it was going to be. And you're kind of like, do I have this conversation? Do I let them know? Something like that. And I would say Venus can soften the blow of change. Venus can also bring harmony and ease and the right words to have these to make a sweet conversation, to make things sweet where it might have been very difficult in a struggle. I would say if you're not very clear on your path, that is cool. Mars is already in the fourth house, so maybe you have been struggling with people in the house. Like, I'm sick of this family. Like, I want to be on my own. And you're just like, how do I do that though? How do I get there? How do I be there? And you're in this crossroads, you're in this wonkiness, and like Taurus has been there for quite a while, but Jupiter has moved into your first house. It is about expansion. It is about looking towards the future. It is about growth. So maybe you do have to have this conversation that, 2 months ago would have been hard. 6 months from now might be equally hard. But right now, there's a sweet spot for having this conversation of like, I think I want my path to change. I think I want to go this new way. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to do something different. This is your life. For now, we only think we get one. So do what you want. But be smart. I hope this was helpful. Hi Aries rising, it's your girl Intuitively D, and this video is your Venus and Leo transit video. It is going through that 5th house of romance, creativity, children, and it's in a fellow fire sign, fixed fire. What a fun summer for you, honestly, and what a good time to get into dating if you're about that. Get into, have a conversation if you want to have children or have fun with the children you already have. Really go back to your creative expression and really let this fire, this Venus fire, right, fuel your passion, your creative self. So if you painting, dancing, singing, whatever it might be, use this 4 months to really get back to it, to really dabble in it, and not even dabble, because I think dabble is like just really do it. Okay. This transit's going to bring a boost of creativity, a boost of passion and romance to your life. So if you're not dating, you might want to just put your pinky toe back into the dating scene. I know it's rough out there, so, take that with a grain of salt. But if you are already linked in a romantic situation, then maybe this is time to really reinvent date night, date life, really start bringing that passion and creativity back into that. You probably are going to be a social butterfly. So even if you're not dating per se, you will want to be out and about. And that's always fun because, you might meet someone, and it's not always fun, but it could be fun. You're going to feel a strong desire to express yourself authentically, especially when it comes to your creative pursuits. Like, you're really going to be like, I'm not doing this the way that everybody thinks I should be doing it. I want to sing like this. I want to dance like this. I want to paint like this. I want to build like this. Okay. So, and do it. Yeah, just romance, creativity, children, have a good time. Let's pull a card for you. The Sun in reverse, Leo in reverse, pretty funny. Let's see. The Sun in reverse is, maybe you've been out the spotlight for a very long time. Maybe you've been out the dating game for a long time. Maybe you have just been in going inward, hermit mode. And this is an opportunity to maybe let the sun shine a light on all the great things you have to offer romantically, creatively, oh Lord, or with your children. I love that there's a baby on here because maybe you have been trying to get pregnant for a while and it's just not working. Practice makes perfect. And I'm not saying that in a joking way, because it took me 2 years to get pregnant with my youngest. And so I know it's really challenging when you're wanting a baby, you're trying to have a baby, and like, it's just not fucking working. I'm just going to give you some encouragement. I just want to encourage you to not give up and keep trying if that's something that you want. And I don't know, I just had that feeling about the child, and maybe you've had an outs with your child also. So your kids can be adult kids, they can be middle schoolers, high schoolers, whatever it might look like for you. And maybe that you have been going through a season of challenge and ho-humness. Let this Venus transit for 4 months bring back in fun. And maybe that means you have to go to therapy to work these things out. Maybe you have to go to family therapy or whatever it might be to hash these things out, because I see this as a time of fun, and it's going through the summer. And so maybe you have to do baby steps with your children. Let's go here. Do you want to meet me here? And just really start inviting that back into your life. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not any of those things, but I'm a mother of 2 adults, and I was a special education teacher for a very long time. And I know that children can be children and adults can be adults. And I know sometimes we have to take a step back and ask for support, whether that be a therapist or whoever, to kind of like help you like figure out what the heck is going on, so then you can build better relationships with children. I would definitely, and I'm definitely getting that vibe, which is really interesting because I rarely talk about children, honestly, because mine are 25 and almost 21, or almost 25 and almost 21. So I don't really talk about children that much, but I just have this like intuitive thing that's like, yeah, there has not been a shining light on a childlike situation. This could be your inner child also. Maybe your inner child has not been able to play, to do the things that they've always wanted to do. And Chiron is in, I think it's still in Aries. So yeah, maybe there's some wounds there, and you're just like, So let this Venus in Leo, let your inner child shine. Let it shine. Let it be out there. Let it have a good time. You deserve it. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. That was quite great and weird all rolled into one. See you next time.